You're doing everything right: high-quality food, fresh water, regular vet visits. But something still feels off. Maybe your cat's coat isn't as shiny as it used to be. Maybe they've slowed down. Maybe digestion has become unpredictable. That's where supplements come in. But before we go any further, let's get something straight. Supplements aren't miracle fixes. They can't undo poor nutrition, bad habits, or neglect. But when used properly, they can fill the gaps in even the best diets and help your cat thrive instead of just survive. So what are the best supplements for a healthier cat? Let's start with one of the most fundamental: omega-3 fatty acids. Specifically, EPA and DHA, which are found in fish oil. Cats can't make these fatty acids on their own, and most commercial cat foods don't contain enough of them, especially in shelf-stable forms. Omega-3s reduce inflammation, support brain function, protect the heart, and are absolutely essential for skin and coat health. If your cat is constantly itching, has dandruff, or you've noticed shedding is out of control, there's a good chance they're missing out on omega-3s. But even cats without visible skin issues benefit, especially older ones. Omega-3s can ease arthritis symptoms by lubricating joints and calming inflammatory responses throughout the body. The key is quality. Not all fish oils are equal. Look for products that list EPA and DHA concentrations clearly and are tested for purity, especially for heavy metals. Next, let's talk about probiotics. A cat's gut is home to trillions of bacteria, some helpful, some harmful. When the balance is off, your cat may experience diarrhea, constipation, smelly stool, or even mood changes. A good probiotic introduces beneficial bacteria into the gut, restoring balance and improving digestion. This is especially important after a round of antibiotics or if your cat eats a lot of processed food. Even emotional stress, like a new pet in the house or a change in routine, can disrupt gut flora. Look for a cat-specific probiotic. Don't assume human ones will work the same. You want strains that have been studied in felines and are proven to survive the acidic environment of the stomach. Now let's cover digestive enzymes. Many cats, especially seniors, begin to struggle with digesting their food. You might notice partially undigested food in their stool, increased flatulence, or even weight loss despite a normal appetite. Digestive enzyme supplements can help break down proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, making it easier for your cat to absorb nutrients. These are especially useful if your cat has a history of pancreatitis, chronic diarrhea, or inflammatory bowel disease. Always choose an enzyme blend made specifically for cats. The dosage and ingredient profile matter, and human formulas can sometimes contain compounds that aren't safe for pets. Now let's talk about taurine. Taurine isn't optional, it's essential. Cats can't produce it themselves, and without enough, they can develop heart failure, blindness, and reproductive issues. Most commercial cat foods add taurine, but not always in sufficient amounts, especially cheaper brands. If your cat eats a homemade or raw diet, taurine supplementation is non-negotiable. Even with a high-quality diet, some vets recommend a taurine boost for breeds prone to cardiac problems like Maine Coons or Bengals. Taurine is water-soluble, so any excess is simply excreted. That makes it a very safe supplement when dosed correctly. Moving on to lysine. Lysine is an amino acid that's often recommended for cats prone to upper respiratory infections, especially those with feline herpesvirus. It's not a cure, but it may reduce the frequency and severity of flare-ups. Sneezing, nasal discharge, and watery eyes often improve with consistent use. Some vets question lysine's long-term efficacy, and not every cat responds to it. But for certain cats, especially those in multi-cat households or shelter environments, it can make a real difference. Next up is glucosamine and chondroitin. These are the go-to supplements for joint support. As cats age, cartilage in the joints begins to break down. You might notice stiffness, reluctance to jump, or hesitation on stairs. Unfortunately, cats are experts at hiding pain, so joint issues often go unnoticed until they're advanced. Glucosamine helps rebuild cartilage, while chondroitin helps prevent it from breaking down further. Together, they provide structure and cushioning to the joints, which is critical for mobility and comfort, especially in older cats or those with arthritis. You'll often find these combined with omega-3s in comprehensive joint support formulas. Now let's talk about multivitamins. If your cat is eating a complete and balanced commercial diet, a multivitamin may not be necessary. But if they're on a home-cooked or raw diet, or if they're a picky eater, a multivitamin ensures they're getting all the essentials, including A, D, E, K, B complex, and trace minerals like zinc and selenium. Some cats with chronic illness, poor appetite, or malabsorption conditions benefit greatly from daily supplementation. Just be cautious. Too much of certain vitamins, like A or D, can be toxic. Always check dosages and consult your vet before adding a multivitamin to the routine. Let's look at cranberry extract next. Urinary tract infections and crystal formation are common in cats, especially males. Cranberry extract helps acidify the urine, making it harder for bacteria to thrive. It also prevents certain types of crystals from forming by binding to the surfaces of bacteria and flushing them out before they can stick. If your cat has had a history of urinary issues, cranberry extract may support long-term bladder health. Just make sure the product you use doesn't contain added sugar or unnecessary flavorings. Now, how about CBD or hemp supplements? This one's a bit more controversial, and still under study, but worth mentioning. Some pet owners use CBD to help with anxiety, pain, or inflammation. While research is still catching up, anecdotal reports suggest some cats with arthritis, seizures, or stress-related issues benefit from carefully dosed CBD. The key word here is carefully. Not all CBD products are created equally, and dosing for cats is different than for dogs or humans. Always use a formula made specifically for cats, with third-party lab testing and no THC. And finally, there's collagen. Collagen supports skin, fur, joints, and even the lining of the digestive tract. As cats age, their natural collagen production declines, which can contribute to stiffness, skin dryness, and slow healing. Hydrolyzed collagen peptides, the kind that are broken down for better absorption, can be mixed into wet food without affecting taste. Over time, it may help with coat shine, skin resilience, and general mobility. So what's the best approach? Start with one supplement based on your cat's specific needs. Don't throw 5 new things into the bowl at once. Observe, track, adjust, and always talk to your vet, especially if your cat is on medication, has chronic health conditions, or has experienced food sensitivities in the past. Also, quality matters more than marketing. Look for brands that use human-grade ingredients, have transparent sourcing, and offer lab testing. A cheap supplement made with fillers and synthetic binders won't give your cat the benefits you're hoping for, and may even make things worse. And don't underestimate consistency. Supplements don't work overnight. It can take weeks, sometimes months, to see real change. Stick with it, stay patient, and pay attention to the small shifts. Softer fur, more energy, easier movement, calmer behavior. Supplements aren't magic, but they can make magic happen when used with care, knowledge, and the right foundation. If this helped you understand what your cat's body might really need, subscribe. Because taking better care of your cat starts with understanding what might be missing, even when everything else looks fine on the surface.